Good afternoon all, welcome to Project Cars 2 in VR mode. I'm driving the 2017 Acura NSX, or for those more in Europe, the Honda NSX. And I thought I'd sort of just go back to VR again, because I sort of do a bit of VR on the Assetto Corsa Competizione, and that's all well and good, and I'm quite liking that. And then I've sort of gone back to Project Cars 2 VR, and I sort of just realised that VR is just better in this game. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to get into arguments about what's good, what's not so good, etc. Assetto Corsa Competizione, is it rubbish or anything? I'm not saying that at all, but at the moment the VR is a lot more fluid and looks a lot better in Project Cars 2. So moving on, we have a 10-minute race, as you can see. So I'm driving the Acura around Brands Hatch, the Grand Prix circuit. Started at the back. We've made to make up a few places at the beginning of the race. So we've got a few more laps to do around this track, which to be honest is pretty much my local track, that and Thruxton. And I enjoy the track, enjoy driving it. And GT3, you can't ever go wrong with these cars. So coming into clearways, we got it very sideways. We're trying to gain on this Cadillac that's ahead of us, so we've got a bit of breathing space, so we need to just slowly try and catch up, trying to take advantage of a run off there as we come into Druids, getting it up close, and we've sort of found quite a bit of time. We've also got a Ginetta ahead of the Cadillac as we head down the Cooper Straight. Going to turn into the Grand Prix circuit shortly. Trying to work out again where we're going to be our strongest, but already, although this is on a loose setup, which is what Project Cars describes as, this car is an absolute handful to drive. You'll just notice, and I'll point out as we go along, that the rear end is just constantly oversteering. It almost wants to flick out. It's not very well planted, so you can see there, just fighting it, just starting to lose the rear end. So come through the Dingle corner again, just constantly fighting. It's going to be a 10-lap race of me just fighting this car. It is not planted. It's not very stable. As we start another lap, we've gained, and you just can't put any power down, because you're just having to feather the throttle a bit until you can find the grip, and then you start putting the pedal to the metal. So back up again to Druids. We're already gaining on the Cadillac ahead. I don't really have a huge amount to say about that Cadillac, if I'm being honest. I've never driven it. I don't really fancy driving it, to be honest. It's not really my type of car. And obviously you never see it anymore anyway. So that's another reason not to drive it. So we go into Surtees. Slightly losing touch. Take quite a bit of the corner on the inside there. We've got a tiny bit of a run going, but we're not going to be able to pass him anytime soon as we go into the Brands Hatch Bridge. Trying to take the inside curb, getting it very sideways again, but we're not running. Oh, we got a bit of, here we go, this is going to be interesting. Having a look down the inside, giving a tiny nudge. He's lost it, he's lost the rear end of that, and I think he's spun. But we didn't. I think that was more his fault, that he clipped the grass on the inside and he spun it out. We've certainly not got any penalty, so we're up another place. But we've certainly got a few cars to overtake in this race, and we're certainly not going to be at the front by the end, not at this rate. Next car up, Ginetta GT3. A bit embarrassing, if I have to say, that you got a Ginetta doing so well. Just run completely wide there at paddock, getting our left hand side into the gravel. We've managed to keep my foot in and just not lost too much of time, so We're still gaining slowly on the Ginetta ahead of us. Going to see what we can do. Back into Surtees. Oh, car just struggling and fighting again. Someone running a bit wide there just ahead of us as the grass and everything got kicked up. Into the Hawthorne bend. Tuck it in on the inside. Just about keep it on the track. Trying to avoid that inside curb. Oh, run wide. It unsettles the car badly, that inside curb. So through Dingledale up to the Stirlings, seeing what we can do about the Ginetta. You can see we're gaining on it quite quickly. No one behind us to worry about. Clearways, we've got a run, but the straight's not going to be long enough for us to get a good slipstream. Into Paddock Hill. How are we going to take it? He's a lot quicker into Paddock Hill. That's more like it. We clip the curb on the inside and run wide. Not going to be able to pass him here. I'm not really sure where we're going to go here. On the left hand side he's pretty decent. We haven't really got this straight line speed to sort of get up and alongside him, so I'm not really sure what we're going to do. Just ahead of him we've got a Porsche as well, which we're going to have to start looking at eventually. I think the Porsche continues to run wide at that corner. Down Pilgrim's Drop, where Martin Donnelly had his big accident many years ago. I think that Ginetta got very sideways. He's lost the momentum. We're going to go down the inside. Have we taken him? We have taken him. We are through. Another place gone. Took advantage through Westfield because he was just lost the edge there. Coming up now to the black and yellow BMW. Did I say BMW? I don't know why I said that. I do apologise. Porsche ahead. He should have quite a bit of power, but he's not really fighting too much, but he does like to run wide, so we're going to have to see where we stand. He's pretty powerful and pretty strong into Paddock. Running wide again, sort of sliding into that corner. Ginetta all kind of all over us now. Porsche's a bit on the ragged side as we enter Cooper Straight. Running a bit wide. I would probably run it quite wide into that, but trying to avoid penalties as best I can. Clobbered. Oh, we nearly lost that coming out as we applied the power. Having a quick look to see where that Ginetta is. Oh, okay, I'm going through a very, very bad patch at the moment. Very slow into Hawthorne there. Running very wide at Dingledale. So we just need to recompose ourselves, work out what we're going to do. The Ginetta's just spun behind us. He's spun exactly at the same place that the Cadillac did. But we've managed to find quite a bit of time. We're back up behind the Porsche now. Into Clearways. Got the run. We're going to go down the inside of him. We have got the momentum. There he is on the left. I have a feeling he's going to take us though, because he's stronger. Oh, whoa. We got it very, very sideways into Paddock Hill Bend. We held it well actually, but we didn't get that place. But God, that was a bit of a moment there. Well, yeah. So back to trying to work out what we're going to do here. Time is running out now. Fortunately, I think the setup's hindered us here really, because we've not really been able to apply the power as well as we'd liked. Constant oversteer, and the other cars are just basically better through the corners. I'm just better on the brakes, it would seem. Taking a bit of curb, running very wide. Nearly touched the grass there, nearly spins us out, but we've managed to keep still with it. But I don't think we're going to be able to pass this Porsche now. Just ahead we've got a BMW, but no, we didn't get the best acceleration out of there. And we're done. That's it. End of Project Cars 2 for today. Thank you for watching. Let's have a quick look where we are. We're certainly not in the top 10. We are... There we go, we're 11th. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Until next time.